Why can't you offend Libra? Libra is a sign that is associated with harmony, justice, and balance. People born under this sign are often diplomats, striving for peace and balance in any situation. Their ability to find compromises and make concessions makes them wonderful partners and friends. However, despite their outward friendliness and desire for harmony, Libra has its own hidden characteristics that make them vulnerable. And if you decide to offend Libra, be prepared to face consequences that may not always be predictable. Why shouldn't Libra be offended? Let's try to figure it out. Libra is like lovers of harmony. Libra always strives for harmony in everything. In relationships, at work, in the environment, balance is important to them. And any manifestations of disharmony can cause them suffering. This is a sign that often tries to avoid conflict, preferring a peaceful resolution of disputes. Their tendency to maintain a balance between people and events helps them to be good mediators, peacemakers, and organizers. However, this love of harmony can also be a weak point. When Libra is faced with situations that disrupt their inner peace, it becomes a big problem for them. If someone tries to disrupt this harmony, especially if they treat them cruelly or unfairly, Libra can suffer deep resentment. They don't like open conflicts. And if someone offends them, they may start avoiding that person, trying to keep an outward calm and not show their real feelings. The pursuit of justice. One of the key features of Libra is their commitment to fairness. They will always stand on the side of the truth, even if it takes a lot of effort from them. Libra has an innate feeling that everything should be in order, that no one should suffer because of injustice. They see the world in shades of grey, realizing that every situation has several sides. However, this passion for justice makes them particularly susceptible to bias, lies, or unfair treatment. If you offend Libra, especially if your behavior seems unfair or dishonest to them, the consequences can be significant. Libra may not react immediately to resentment, as they don't like open conflict. But that doesn't mean they don't feel pain. They will start thinking about what happened, looking for reasons, and trying to understand why the person behaved the way they did. And if they decide that they have been wronged, it can cause them deep disappointment, which is not so easy to erase. Their inner world and emotional vulnerability. Libra may seem like light and carefree people, with an open heart and a joyful mood, but their mental life is far from as simple as it might seem at first glance. They are very sensitive to others and are able to perceive even the smallest signals, both positive and negative. This makes them vulnerable because they often process other people's emotions against their own emotional background. When Libra feels resentment, they may not show it for a long time, trying to stay calm and not make it difficult for others with their feelings. However, a real storm can occur in their soul at this time. They will begin to doubt themselves, feel insecure, and worry about what they did wrong. Libra often seeks support and validation, and if they don't get it, it can really upset them. When Libra is offended, they become vulnerable. They may withdraw into themselves, stop communicating with the one who offended them, and not show aggression. But in fact, resentment will grow inside them. And the longer this resentment persists, the more difficult it becomes for Libra to return to a normal relationship. In some cases, they may even decide that it is better to break up with the person who offended them in order to protect their emotional integrity. Libra and their love of partnership. Libra is a sign that values partnerships. It is very important for them that the relationship is balanced, honest, and full of mutual understanding. When Libra enters into a friendship or love relationship, they invest in it fully, striving to create an atmosphere of trust and support. However, this also makes them extremely vulnerable. They don't just get attached to people. They start to see something much more important in these relationships. If one of their close friends or partners breaks their trust, doesn't appreciate their efforts, or even offends them, Libra may feel betrayed. This betrayal can be not only an emotional pain, but also a serious disappointment towards people in general. Balance and trust are important for Libra, and if one of the partners collapses, they may feel like the whole world is collapsing around them. Idealism and disappointment. Libra often idealizes people and situations, striving to see only the good in them. This idealism helps them maintain their relationships and strive for harmony. But if they are faced with a reality that does not meet their expectations, it can be a real blow to them. If someone offends Libra, they may not believe it at first. They will look for an explanation, trying to find an excuse for the actions of the one who offended them. However, when they realize that the situation has really happened, Libra begins to experience severe disappointment. This disappointment becomes painful for them, as they are not used to perceiving the world as imperfect. Libra, accustomed to the ideas of justice and harmony, is not ready to accept cruel or dishonest actions without a painful reaction. How do Libra react to resentment? Libra rarely expresses their resentment directly because they don't want to destroy harmony. They prefer a peaceful approach and always try to solve problems with minimal losses. However, if you offend Libra, they will keep their feelings inside, worry, reflect, trying to find a solution to this situation. If the resentment is too great, they may decide that they don't want to continue communicating with you. It will not be a bright flash of emotions. Rather, Libra will start to move away, avoid you, disappear from your life without much explanation. It is this way of reacting that makes Libra's offense especially dangerous. If they decide to stop communicating, they often won't come back. For them, it will be a kind of farewell, which they will not voice. There will be no quarrels or loud words on their part, but this distance will be painful and insurmountable for those who do not understand what happened. Libra will feel that their world has been disrupted, and they are not ready to allow anyone to enter this world again, unless they are sure that this harmony will be restored. How not to offend Libra? In order not to offend Libra, you need to remember several key aspects. Respect their need for harmony. If you show aggression or create conflict situations, Libra may feel uncomfortable. It is best to behave calmly and equably with them. Be honest and fair. Libra values honesty, and any attempts at manipulation or dishonest behavior can lead to disappointment and resentment. It is important for them to know that they are surrounded by sincere people. Don't break the trust. Libra is very attached to their partners and friends, and they worry a lot if their trust is violated. It is best to avoid deception and betrayal. Don't create illusions. Libra often idealizes people and situations, but if you disappoint them too much, it can hurt. It's better to be real and not promise what you can't deliver. Give yourself time to process your emotions. If you realize that you have offended Libra, do not rush to restore the relationship. Give them time to digest the situation and be prepared for a constructive conversation if they decide to have one. Libra are people who strive for peace and harmony. They value fairness and honesty, and although they can hide their feelings, offending them means destroying their inner balance. They do not like conflicts and are always looking for peaceful solutions to problems. However, if you violate their trust or are dishonest with them, it can become a deep resentment for Libra, which they will not easily deal with. By offending Libra, you risk losing a person who values justice, harmony, and sincerity, and won't be ready to return to a relationship. If it's been broken,